What's up, everybody? It's Sanchez 405. It's on the Warpath, y'all, and we've got a special guest here tonight. It's Freddie from HTWeAre. He is back. Freddie Fitzmagic. And before we even get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to his podcast, him and Maddie's podcast, wherever you can find podcasts at. Like this video out, share that if you can too. We're on Periscope as well. Appreciate it. But Freddie, buddy, how you doing, man?
I'm doing real good, man. I don't have my normal setup. You know, I don't have my normal Washington backdrop. I'm broadcasting live from my girlfriend's kitchen.
That's all right, man.
We're good, and I'm really hoping that my Golden Knights can pull ahead and beat these dang Canadians, but it's not looking good, man.
Won't happen. It's going to be. This is Canada. Canada's going to bust the borders open, and they're going to break that Stanley Cup curse.
Yeah, I'm just happy that the Bruins took that one team out in the first round, so it's all good.
Anyway, we won't talk about all that stuff, but I'm glad the Islanders were able to take out that one team in the first round as well. So yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, anyway, so it's good to have Freddie on here with us. And shout out Dorgunner, what's up, man? Dorgunner got his shirt today. Roger Smith, what's up? And Third Down Spanish Jesus is in the house, and that is the Steven Montez fan club right there. And also, don't forget, y'all, we're doing that giveaway next week. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna do a live where I'm gonna give away the jersey and everything, so we'll get you set up with that too. But this is something that I did last year, and I kind of liked it. Kind of like watching the NFL top 10. So I decided, heck, why not before we start doing position previews and all this stuff, why don't we do top 10 returners? And this was my list from last year, Freddie. I had to go back and listen to the video because I didn't remember. So coming in at number 10 was Tress Way. Not bad, not a bad pick. Number 9, Steve Sims Jr. Who was this? Number 8, Brandon Sheriff. Number 7 was John Bostic. He did have that nice hit on Andy Dalton. Number 6 is Montez Sweat. Not bad. Adrian Peterson didn't even make the opening day roster. John Allen, Matt Ioannidis at 3, Terry McLaurin at 2, and Landon Collins at 1. What's up, Patrick West? What's up, Casper Hill? How you doing? So, Freddie,
Landon Collins at 1.
What did you think of that list? Okay, now take it back before the season. I think this would have been a pretty believable list, but now you look at it.
I still would not have had AP that high just because of his age, you know, and what I was thinking was going to happen with Scott Turner. Even if he had still been on the team, I saw him as like a short yardage back. I didn't see that they would try to, you know, put him in there like a workhorse running back, which is really where, I mean, that's how he made his career, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
But I just knew that we weren't going to run. I mean, we weren't going to run the type of offense where you could just pound the rock and pound the rock and pound the rock. I mean, you know, Scott's one of these dudes. He's a younger dude. He wants to innovate. He wants to do what other young offensive coordinators are doing. And the cool thing is, you know, going into this season now, I feel like he's got the weapons to do that. You know, it's amazing. I really do feel like it'll be night and day as far as the receiving core, but it's also important to keep perspective. I mean, because we always talk about it. I think it's funny how, you know, after the draft and that in-between area before we get to training camp, and even when we get to training camp, people are like, think about this time last year.
Mm-hmm.
And people just assumed it was a foregone conclusion that, Antonio Gandy Golden was just this gem that we picked up in the middle round, and he was going to come in, he was going to be our number 2, and that was going to be it.
Right.
He hardly, I think he saw the field once. And I mean, he's not even, people aren't even talking about him like he's even in the equation.
No, so, you're right.
I mean, so really, you never know. And honestly, and I like this, there's always that player or players, hopefully, that just come out of nowhere. I mean, I remember post-draft, when we were going over later picks with my dude Adam and Neva. Shout out to Adam. He has great stuff. Yeah. When we got to talking about Cam Curl, I think we talked about him for all of 20 seconds and basically said he's a camp body and maybe he'll make the practice squad, maybe.
Right.
And he ended up being one of the bright spots on defense. And he's not, I mean, not only is he one of the best young players on this team, especially with his potential and everything else. I mean, he is one of the top young safeties in the entire league right now. I mean, I think the argument can be made really, really strongly for that. And, you know, he's my favorite player too, so.
Yeah, so I just thought about it. I looked at, like, I took into consideration, these were like the factors that I used. One, you had to be available. Like you had to start a lot of games. Pro Bowl put you up there a little bit higher than you should have been. That's why Tressway was on there. But the good thing about this list, the reason why Tressway is not on this list this year, because the quality of players that we have went up from a year ago. And I you know, we can credit it to Ron or whoever, or the effort that they're putting out. Maybe we might not say quality, but I thought that it was worth giving him that 10 spot because, Lord, coming off a 3-13 season, who in their right mind is going to be like, well, you got 10 good players here. Really, you don't have any good players if you can only manage 3 games. Roger Smith says Landon starts on the pup list, not a factor. In this defense, might get spot play as blitzing hybrid linebacker. That's about it. I don't know. Don't know about that one, Roger. I see where you're coming from, though. And what's up? What's up, AM Hunter? How you doing, brother? Good to have you up in here. So I put together the same list that I had last year. A lot of players have had movement. There's some players that aren't going to be on here that were on here last year. I think you can take a wild guess at some of them, and then some, they may shock you. And I believe one player even moved up multiple spots. And I think that's 2 players did actually. And so we will get started here in a moment. And if you have any questions for me and Freddie, we're going to talk about an array of subjects here, but the meat of this live is going to be the top 10 and everything. So we will go ahead, and Freddie already knows what my top 10 is. And when he gets back, we'll go and I want you guys to comment. We'll go through the picks and everything. And I'll just give you my rationale behind it. And I know, look, I'm just going to tell y'all now, the one thing I love about these top 10 things is that you will get a lot of them because there's different criteria. There's different formulas and equations. There's even ranking, like what do you find more important? So this is where we're going to dive into. Like I said, these are the top 10 returners. I will do the top 5 newcomers. I'll probably do that in a separate video here in a couple of days. And that'll be also on my Newsbreak channel as well, too. Don't forget, y'all can go check me out. I'm on Newsbreak. These videos actually go on Newsbreak now. So download the Newsbreak app. Follow on the Warpath. It's a good one. I know it's football talk, but I just have to go say, go Suns. Go Suns. Devin Booker, homeboy who hit that shot. I hope they get double-doubles today. And then I hope Paul George gets a double-double. I'll be happy. Very happy. And I'm not going to say why, though, but so let's dive right into it. William, what's up, man? Hey, Sanchez, what's the deal with LT Cosme? I like Charles Leno Jr., though. What's your thoughts? Love you, man. Appreciate you. Well, we'll dive into that first. I think Cosme, if anything, he'll be at the right tackle spot. I think Leno is proven commodity in this league, and he's been pretty good at left tackle. I don't know. What do you think about that, Freddie?
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be foolish, to move Charles Leno around. I mean, he's the veteran. Mm-hmm. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did he make a Pro Bowl at one point?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
So I mean, it just makes the most sense that he's gonna step in and mm-hmm. play left. And whether or not, I mean, Sam Cosme could end up being. I mean, he could step in at right tackle and be Morgan Moses' replacement for the next 10 years. We don't know. And maybe he eventually moves over to the left side. I really have no clue. And I'll tell you, with the wild card on the line, is Sadiq Charles. Because, I mean, last year they were talking about how, and there were people speculating from the very beginning that we were going to kick him inside and he was going to play guard. And we see how well that worked out with, a player like Brandon Sheff. Because a lot of people don't remember when we drafted him, there were people thinking that he was going to play left tackle or right tackle, but we kicked him inside the guard. And then, obviously, spending a top 5 pick on a guard, and you see where this gotten us now with the situation with his contract and everything else. But I mean, that's a different conversation altogether. But no, I think it makes the most sense, obviously, to have, Leno's he's going to be our starting left tackle. And I think Cosme is, unless craziness happens, he'll probably be the starter at right, come week 1 against the Chargers. And I really can't envision any other scenario than that. Really, what's going to be interesting to see is who gets to start at left guard, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's going to be interesting because you got Schweitzer there, Flowers, Sadiq, and then Wes Martin. I think at the end of the day, I think Wes Martin's the odd man out, and then I think the other 2 guys are going to be the second 2 that I mentioned will be the flex guys, the 2 backup guards. I think that's how it's going to go. I think Eric Flowers, the way he played guard back in 2019, I think he did a good job there. I don't think he had too bad of a year down there in Miami either. So I like Flowers at the left guard. Toothpick, my man, you can hear him daily on the Team 980. He's one of the big callers there. Good guy, Toothpick. Rough Rider, Toothpick, my guy down there in Texas. Appreciate you, brother, for dropping on by. Listen to us poolside. Did you see the top 10 players in the NFC East? I have not yet. I'm going to have to look that up, Split. Ready Red, talking that foolishness. Hey, Red, give me a call. I think Duzmay gave you my number, so give me a call one day. We have the Jimmies and the Joes this year. It's all about offensive balance. Play calling by Scott will be key. Complementary football is paramount. Rogers is a big running guy, and Flowers is going to be the left guard. So let's get into this. Let's dive into it. We're 10 minutes in, so let's go to the top. So my first player that I took at number 10, and I say you got to be available, but this guy, the strength of this guy is what he can do, how he can just throw people around when he's healthy. Number 10 is the big Greek Adonis himself, Matt Ioannidis, the interior lineman, who I think is the best defensive interior lineman that we have. And he only had a sack and a half last year. He missed 13 games. But the dude, if you see what this guy does on tape, he will mollywop, he will take folks, he will push them back. This dude, I would have Matt Ioannidis pushing the snow in my driveway. And, he did have that bout with COVID. We know what that's all about. And I like Ioannidis. I like him at 10. The reason why he's at 10, he didn't play last year. He only had 3 games last year that he showed up in. But this year, if he's healthy and back on it, I think this. And you think about this defensive line and what it did last year. If you add Matt Ioannidis back into the fold there, oh my God, it's like the clumps at the dinner table. It's so quick, it'll make your head spin. Woo! Let's see here. For sure, bro. Okay, thanks, Red. What's up, Armand? How you doing, brother? Flowers will start, Gunner. That's right. He is the missing link. That's right. We talk about it. Man is our best defensive tackle. I agree 110%. And that is why I have him at number 10. We might want to trade one of those D-lines to get draft capital in a package for a quarterback of the future. See, now I'll play devil's advocate here with you, Armand, where we are so contract strained now. What team with the draft capital is going to give up that draft if they know, well, Washington can't afford to pay one of these cats? One or maybe even 2 of them. Maybe we just wait it out. That would be my thinking behind it. I'm not going to give up my capital for that interior lineman. Unless it's probably a top team who's missing a piece. That's the one thing I'm thinking here. Money King Kevo says Washington ain't nothing if this coaching staff don't get everybody playing as one. That's true. That's fact. Yes, Armand, and it should be John Allen. What are you gonna give up for John Allen though? What are people going? What are you willing to give up for John Allen? If you don't like him or not, that's why I always ask people that. I don't disagree with you. What's up, Franklin? How you doing? So at 10, we have Matt Ioannidis. What do you think, Freddie? You like my opening guy, number 10? Is that a good spot for him? Too low?
I wouldn't put him that low.
Okay.
Myself.
Okay.
And to comment on on the John Allen thing, because I mean, and I was on this too about a year ago as far as which one I was willing to part with, but I feel like after having looked at it and really understanding the makeup of this team, the chemistry there and everything, I mean, you're not going to get the return from Allen that you can get from Payne.
Right.
I mean, and from a production standpoint, I understand, Payne's special in a way that Allen, maybe isn't. But Allen's got that mentality, and don't get me wrong, he's still a specimen. He's still a stud defensive lineman,
right?
And I think he is a little bit more important as far as your locker room guy and whatever else. So I mean, I just feel like it makes more sense. It makes more sense to see what you can get for Payne, because I think you're going to get more for Payne, and I think that Jonathan Allen. I'm not saying he's more talented than Payne. He's not. But I feel like he is a more important piece to this team, and he's one of those. We talk about it, cornerstones that you want to build around. You got John Allen inside, you got Chase Young outside. Hopefully you got that middle linebacker. In the secondary, you got Cam Curl, and that's what you do.
Yeah. No, I agree.
You think about it, I kind of liken it to almost like like the Tampa Bay Bucks, in the mid to late 90s when they were playing so well and when they ultimately won that Super Bowl. You had Warren Sapp, you had Simeon Rice, you had John Lynch, and you had Derrick Brooks. And I kind of look at it in a similar kind of way.
Yeah, I can see that too. Let's see here. What's up, Juan? Go ahead.
So Toothpick, he just said it, talking about just brought up Tim Settle being young and could start somewhere else. But I look at it this way. I think the smart thing is to keep him. You keep Tim Settle because he can start here. How do you feel I feel pretty good with John Allen and Tim Settle, and then being able to, get something good, positive return for Deron Payne.
I got you. Yeah, I can see that. I can. I think it's just it's that combination, right? It's like, so you look at, I got Pro Football Focus pulled up right here. The highest rated interior lineman for Washington last year was Jonathan Allen. So is he doing something that we're not seeing on there and that's not showing up on the stat sheet? Is he taking away 2 linemen? What is he doing that helps that defense?
The other thing about Jonathan Allen, though, that you got to understand that a GM and a team and a personnel department is going to take into account that we're not going to take into account is the fact that, Jonathan Allen had the shoulder issues, which is what made him drop down in the draft in the first place.
Exactly.
And and I think he plays through a lot. I'm not saying that he's injury prone, but he'll get nicked up, and I think that scares away teams as well. Not to mention the fact, he's an older player. I think Deron Payne is like 2 years younger than him, because when Allen was drafted, I believe Allen was what, 23 or 24, and when Deron Payne got drafted, I think Deron Payne was only 21, 22, something like that. I think he's 2 years younger than Jonathan Allen. So I mean, there's all that to consider as well. I mean, money plays a big part in this, and Money King, I know. I've said it a bunch of times. Deron Payne is better than Jonathan Allen. I'm not arguing that Jonathan Allen is better. I'm saying it makes more sense to trade the player who is a little bit better and get what you can get back and be able to keep, because you're not going to keep them both. That's just what it is, And Ready Red, hey, we had this conversation already. Move on. We didn't draft a quarterback. Move on. It's been done. It's been happened. Why are you here? Like, bro,
he good.
Y'all messed up not drafting a quarterback. It's like, who hurt you, bro?
Probably Probably John Bostic when he knocked out Andy Dalton for him. But yeah, I got it. Should have been the D-line trade. But like that point that you're bringing up, though, if he's not consistent, right, who's going to want to trade? If we see that, what GM's going to want to trade for that? That's my point. That's my point to that situation. Armand said that's a good point, Corey. But Green Bay, playoff team. Cincinnati, trash. Buffalo, playoff team. Pittsburgh, playoff team. Miami, team on the rise. Will need a D lineman. So these guys, all but probably one of those teams, are going to be picking in the bottom half of the draft. There you go. Deron Payne is better than Jonathan. Yep. I would keep Matt Ioannidis, but he's very injury prone and not as reliable as Payne. Okay, and y'all messed up not drafting a quarterback. He you know them Cowboy fans, you can't deal with anything like that.
It's
but
we wasn't even talking. You know, it's like yo, it's like, bro, you don't even go here. You don't even go here.
Hey, he good people. He one of my favorite Cowboy fans. I ain't gonna lie. I know that's an oxymoron, but let's see.
Favorite Cowboy fan. That's like,
hey, it's an oxymoron, man.
How do you pick your favorite? How do you pick a favorite Cowboy fan?
Hey, I don't know, man, but it's a good one. He's like a good one.
It's like a blind man picking out his favorite corner or something.
So don't trade the better D lineman. That doesn't make any sense. So don't trade the better DT Payne. Yeah, don't. Yeah, I wouldn't trade the better D. That makes no sense. Why would you trade the better of the guy? But like that doesn't make sense. But okay. Let's see. What's up? What's up, Dubs? We got to find a way to keep Montez and Chase as career D linemen. We can't afford to keep Allen Payne, Chase, Sweat, and Ioannidis in the next 2 years. I smell Super Bowl coming. That's what Carl Ryan says. Okay, so I'm gonna go rapid fire through my next two because I think those are important. So at 9, they're both on defense. So at 9, I got Cole Holcomb, I think he rated out as the highest defensive, the highest linebacker according to Pro Football Focus. He was 3rd in tackles there. So I have him at 9. Deron Payne is at 8. So just missing out on there. So that means John Allen missed out. Tim Settle missed out as well. But I think those guys will be an honorable mention. So I do have Deron Payne there, who was the 2nd highest interior defense lineman rated by Pro Football Focus. Had the most sacks out of an interior defensive lineman as well for Washington. And then let's see. Let me read the comments. Red, we got Heineke. We're sure. Okay. Well, with the $60 million and the cap going up, we could sign Allen. Collins and Sheriff might be off the books next year, so cash will be infinite. Yeah, that's a good point. But especially with the cap going up, I think that might drive up the price of some of these players too. You know, that's what I think. But that's a good point there, AM Hunter. So then I look at number 7, and number 7. They say in the Bible is the sign of completion, and also it's the sign of I told you so. Number 7 is our good friend, number 82, Logan Thomas, y'all. Logan Thomas led the team in receiving touchdowns with 6 touchdowns. Actually had a nice pass against the Dallas Cowboys, probably the best pass they saw at AT&T Stadium last year. 670 yards and 72 receptions, and that was good enough for 2nd on the team. I like him at 7 here. At 6, I went with the biggest surprise of the season. And that was number 31. That's Cam Curl, y'all. He was 2nd in the team. He was 2nd on the team in tackles. He led the team in solo tackles, and the guy didn't start until halfway through the season. My God. I don't think I said this enough. My God. The guy started halfway through the season, led the team in individual tackles, and had the 2nd highest combined totals tackles. Can I say it again? My God.
Yo, Cam Curl, he did that ish.
Cam Curl did it. I mean, my gosh, the fact
Cam
that
Curl is greater than you.
Yeah. But it was a funny story because they said Cam got kicked off the team. I believe he got kicked off the team in Arkansas because, or something, he got in trouble because he was, after Arkansas lost, he went and was flirting with the cheerleaders from one of the opposing teams. He should have been, I think Cam Curl, a lot of people said, from what I was reading last year, Cam Curl could have been like a second day pick this year if he had stayed. He just came out a year early. Thank God he came out a year early with us. And I think this kid is he is poised to be the starting strong safety. I know we got Landon Collins and they may try to fit him in there, but I think at the end of the day, you are going to have Cam Curl there. And so I'll move on to number 5. And number 5 is another rookie from last year, y'all. Antonio Gibson. Dubs Gibson himself. Grill him, y'all. Grill him.
Cowboy killer.
Yeah, he was as Reddy Red likes to call him Ray Gibson, but we like to run all through that town as he harassed Dallas 2 times. I think he had 4 rushing touchdowns on Thanksgiving, or was it 3? And then 4 altogether against them. And his only 100-yard game. So that is that's a good one, huh? Hey, what do you think about that one, Reddy Red? At 4 was the guy I had at 6 last year. Montez Sweat led the team in sacks, but I think a lot of this had to do with the fact that Chase Young was here. Now, we know he was a talent. We know Montez Sweat was a talent. We know some people love Montez Sweat. We know some people don't like him too much. But I liked what he was able to bring out. He was the 11th highest rated defensive edge rusher, 3rd best on the team. And the guy could have been top 10 pick in the draft in 2019, but it was because he had that heart condition. He fell down almost into the second round. Washington traded back up, and that was the best pick of the first round for Washington that year. Not bring up any old wounds there. And at 3, these are my top 3 guys right here. Number 3 will be Terry McLaurin. He drops down to 2. The only reason why I say he's going to drop down to 2 is because of the other 2 guys that are on there. They made the Pro Bowl, so that kind of gets that ranking up a little bit higher. But Terry McLaurin led the team in receptions, receiving yards, on pay, and he had 2 bad ankles and still was able to. I've got to correct myself because I said 2 bad legs, and somebody got upset when I said 2 bad legs when it's ankles. So I apologize. It was it was a lower body injury. How about that, right? He ain't getting cut, Roger. That's going to cost too much against the cap, brother. Pup him, like you said. Number two, y'all, and y'all know how I feel about this guy. The All-Pro, number 75. Brandon Sheriff comes in at number 2 because he is an All-Pro, and that's really what got him there. He's the right guard. I can't stay healthy, but when he's in there, it seems like we slightly do better when he's in there. So, but we do. We go from to bad if he's not in there. So I like him there. And then number 1, y'all know who number 1 is. I don't think there was any doubt in our mind that this guy would be number 1. Number 99, Chase Young is the number 1 returning Washington football team player coming into 2020. Guy, 5th highest rated edge rusher by Pro Football Focus, had an 87.1, second in the team in sacks was 7.5. And I believe he led the team in tackles for loss as well with, I think, 12. So this guy is who it's like I told Kevin Sheehan this a couple weeks ago on his show. I said, look, I don't care if he misses OTAs. Nobody cares. It's OTAs. We talk about practice. Hello, AI. We talking about practice, not the game. We talking
not a game. Not a
practice.
Game. We're talking about practice.
OTAs. We're talking about this is like, look, I'm gonna tell you something. It's like college orientation. He missed welcome week. He missed the welcome week picnic. That's all he missed. Not the mandatory class welcome week for the major. He missed the school picnic.
Yeah, y'all remember Sean Taylor walked out of the rookie symposium, right?
Yes.
He left.
Yes.
No, but the crazy thing is like people acting like Jack and Ron in his position, like they didn't know, like they didn't know where he was, like he didn't talk to them.
Exactly. And y'all know Freddie has a direct line to Jack Del Rio, so y'all need to go check that podcast out. He's got him on the bat phone in the background, so he just throws up the signal.
So we called it, we called it like way back in I think it was February when we talked to Jack about drafting that middle linebacker. And what did he say to me and Maddie, Corey? What did he say? He said emphasis on what? Speed.
Yep.
That's where we went, man. That's where at every position.
Yeah, he is a good and like I say, we got more speed than a drug dealer. I've said this more times than not. I think we could take over with as much speed as Washington has. What's up, buddy? But hey, we've got
I'll be done in a minute. I'll be done in a minute first.
Yeah, we'll get them taken care of. Yeah, but
he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "We got stuff to do. You over here talking Washington football." I'm sorry, y'all.
Yo, you good, brother. But God, I don't even know where I was saying. Where was I going with this? What did I just say? Yeah, speed, more speed than drug deal. See, I might be doing speed. God. Anyway, but I think that that speed, physical, we got younger, and like they said, speed will kill. Literally, it will kill there. What's up, Amir? That's horrible. What's up, Duck? Colorado Rogers say $6-7 million, fourth best. We're going to the Super Bowl. Who gonna be the third tight end? What's up, Juan? Juan says Matt I is our best overall D tackle from aspect of creating entire pressure and stopping the run, even though age and health are considered, he's the best. Yeah, that's a good point there, Juan. Shout out to Juan Gotti. Go check him out. Brandon's cost and Collins' cost will save $20 million in cap space. They're gone. Yeah, that's good. Who's going to be the third tight end? Will Jared Patterson be on the roster? Yes, he will be on the roster. The third tight end will be Ricky Seals-Jones. Ricky Seals-Jones. I didn't stutter. No.
You right though.
I know I am. Don't like I love what Sammis Reyes could be, but
it's what he could be.
Yeah.
What they're gonna do is they're gonna put him on the practice squad. Mm-hmm. He's gonna learn the position, and then if he makes it through all that, then we'll see. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, it's a pipe dream to think he gets on the field at all this year.
Right.
I mean, you never know what kind of, but he's got insane, crazy athletic ability. Mm-hmm. But I mean, there's been all kinds of dudes through the years who have insane, crazy athletic ability. It doesn't make you a great football player. It doesn't make you great at that particular position either. I mean, there's been a lot of dudes that probably would have had great careers had they, been in a different position. And you got to understand too. I mean, most of these dudes in the NFL, I mean, they've been playing football since, Pop Warner to JV. I mean, they played in middle school, high school, so on and so forth. And a lot of these dudes have been playing the same position their whole life.
Right.
This dude has never played in a football. He didn't grow up playing football.
Mm-hmm.
So, so there's all that. But I mean, I like Reyes. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's a really, really cool story. Mm-hmm. But right now, that's all it is. It's a really cool story.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hello, Maddie. Why does this guy have that jersey? I I know he comes up in here. He goes around disrespecting me and Kyle and the mics because he had that ugly Penguins jersey on. Now he's got this Golden Knights jersey on.
How is my co-host gonna show up to the stream that she was supposed to be part of, acting like I'm in the wrong?
That's none of my business. Y'all can listen to the next edition of HTWeAre to find out about that. And
Ain't gonna be no next edition. Ain't gonna be no next edition.
I did not say that. I didn't. Y'all heard that. Y'all heard that. Hello. Okay. Anyway, so just to recap my top 10 real quick: Matt Ioannidis at 10, Holcomb at 9, Payne at 8, Logan Thomas at 7, Cam Curl at 6, Gibson at 5, Sweat at 4, McLaurin is at 3, Sheriff 2, 1, Double 9, Chase Young, the Predator, is at number 9, is at number 1. So, Freddie, I'll ask you this. I'll give you your instant. Now, I know we talked about maybe going through a top 10, but I won't do that too bad to you. Give me your top 5. If top you can't, rattle off your top 5 for me.
So top 5 returning players going into this season.
Mm-hmm.
I'm put it to you like this. You know
okay.
So number 1, Montez Sweat. Number 2, Chase Young. Number 3, Cam Curl. Number 4, Logan Thomas. Number 5, Antonio Gibson.
Yeah, you go ahead. I'll go ahead. You go ahead.
No, that was it. I was done. I went through the 5.
Okay, go through the 5 because I forgot. I kind of shut off when you were kind of blasphemous. I thought you were going to reverse order. So you said Montez Sweat is number 1.
Correct.
You said Chase Young is 2.
Correct.
You said number 3 was?
Number 3 was Cam Curl.
Okay.
Number 4 was Logan Thomas. Number 5 was Antonio Gibson.
Oh my God. I like Logan Thomas. I like Logan Thomas there for that's.
I'm speaking in terms of players that I feel like are going to make big jumps.
Okay.
And I'm speaking in terms of players for where they were last year to where they're going to be this year, because I think that obviously Chase Young was already a better player than Sweat in his rookie season, but not by much. I mean, Sweat made a big jump from year 1 to year 2. So I just see Sweat improving even more. I think it's going to be even more noticeable in Sweat than it will be in Chase Young, because I mean, you already expect greatness out of Chase Young, but I think that Sweat will be right there on his heels in even a bigger way than it was last season. And he's also going to be helped by Chase Young continuing to play like he played before. So, I mean, you got to think, because they're a tandem. That's just what it is.
Right.
I think that Logan Thomas doesn't get enough respect from everybody.
No.
Making the position switch and playing at the level that he did. And it's amazing to me his level of production and how well he played last year. He was a top 10 tight end last year. I see him easily being a top 5 tight end this year. And he might have even been that last year. And as far as Gibson goes, the big thing is that turf toe and how it lingers and everything else. But I mean, he was dynamic. He was explosive. I mean, and he was carrying us at times during the season with just horrendous quarterback play, which I think we're going to get better quarterback play. So, yeah, that's my top 5. I mean, I could have kept going, but you only gave me 5, bro.
So this is where
I will defend my position.
I know.
To the end of time. No, because you was the one who was talking about the Fitzpatrick thing, talking like I was crazy, out of my mind, and look where we are now.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you still tripping. But anyway, yeah, we look at it like I'm not going to do this.
Maddie
I
says she's a free agent.
Yeah, I said, this is why I put this up here. Maddie, I will have my people call your people. I will be in Richmond for the first 2 days of training camp. So I have my folks reach out to your folks and maybe we can negotiate a deal or something. Oh my God, remember when we were yeah, I know. That's true. That's true. Now we gotta love the man. Yo, fam, throw your cards and get a new kid. You heard? Get a new. Hey, you're right. Y'all, yes, Antonio Gibson was carrying us dubs. With QBs we're facing this year, how many sacks will we need both the ends? I think you got to have double digits from both of them. I think you've got to have, I'd say 12. I think 12. Really, you think 15 per? About 15 per. I'm going to say 12 is I think that's the baseline for him to be successful.
I think what's going to happen is, though, I think that there's going to be more sacks coming from the interior because we have those rushers on the edge. Passers are going to have to step up, and they're going to step right up into the best interior rusher we got, which is Matt Ioannidis. I mean, and Matty Jane and I had the conversation constantly all the time last year. We still have it now. Well, we're probably not going to have that conversation anymore, but was constantly talking about, could you imagine what the D-line would have been like had Ioannidis not gotten hurt?
Mm-hmm. That's true. But so this is why I say Chase Young is the top, right? That defensive line is pretty much the same from the previous year, right? Okay. This defense angle, we knew we had a good defense, right? But he completed it.
It's a little better than good.
We had a good defensive line.
Last year.
I'm talking about 2019, right? We had
I wouldn't say it was good.
But we had the same players.
You had good. Yeah, but I mean, it's a lot more than players don't make the team. If players made the team. It's your show, Corey. It's your world. I'm just living in it. No.
You go ahead. No, this is why I got you on here. This is good debate. This is a good debate, bro.
Everybody's got good players.
Yes.
There's talent everywhere. It is so much about chemistry, about buying into the system, about staying healthy, about steering clear of bulls.
Uh-huh. Talk to me now. I'm listening to you.
I mean, I feel like our biggest asset to us right now is players that hold each other accountable. That's really what the difference is. I mean, yes, Chase Young was a special player, but I felt like his real impact, his true impact for everybody, and it was infectious, was things like that type of stuff. I'm talking about being hype on the sidelines. I'm talking about telling Jamin Davis in OTAs to run off the field because it's going to matter one day.
Right.
That's the type of stuff that I'm talking about. That's what's really important. That's what the difference is.
I agree 110% with you. I think, and that's why I say he's number one, because he has galvanized that defense. That's why I say he's number one, is because of that factor and what he's done. That's why I say that. I get where you're coming from, and you can make the argument for Montez, right? But I think that Montez, at the end of the day, benefited from Chase being on the other side. And I think that's why we saw better numbers. And I made this argument in the regular, and Armand will tell you this, Dubs will tell you this too. I think AM Hunter can tell you that too. What's up, Ivo? How you doing, brother? I said that Montez Sweat may have better numbers than Chase. Y'all can go pull the tape up because I said this. But the fact of the matter is that he will benefit from Chase Young and what Chase can do, because he doesn't command double team. He commands triple teams, y'all. Where are we at here? Triple teams. Now, 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay. Freddie will be back here. Okay. Are you back, or you got to do what you got to do?
You got me for about 5-10 more minutes.
5-10 more minutes. Okay, let's see here, bro.
It's past little dude's bedtime.
Hey man, it's all good. Corey bought on our Skip Bayless. Hey, that's okay. He good. He ain't no Skip Bayless. You ain't no. Are you? Are you Skip Bayless fan?
Hell no, I hate Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless is a fucking poser, man. I mean,
Hercules. See, all Maddie is stepping out. I thought Terry was her number one. It was number one in her book.
See, Ask her
Oh,
who her number one is on Monday, and then ask who it is on Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and so forth.
find out on the series finale of HTWeAre. Oh my God!
No. In all honesty, no. I think Maddie's number one is always going to be Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking this season she's probably going to get herself a number 2 jersey.
Yeah, seriously. Now, Micro Mike, what's up, man? How you doing? Warpath, what's up? Go check him out. He's the base behind Chat Sports and those guys. Best Detroit Lions content creator. My guy over there on the ISN. John Bostic is number one in my. Oh my gosh,
Paul Bright, what's number one in nobody's book.
Yeah, he is. He's number one. He probably got a Christmas card from Andy Dalton saying thank you for the love. And then I guess we'd say it depends. Maybe. I don't know. Crap happens. But either way, I'll go rapid fire with you on a couple of questions I had before I let you go here. And I got to pull them up because I wrote them down in the description. I did not write them down in my Albert Haynes.
Maddie got jokes.
I'm not did. Look, Maddie. Y'all go check Maddie. Go check Maddie.
This is why Maddie is the best.
Yeah.
Maddie offers the hottest of the takes all the time. This is why she's the number one voice in Washington football as far as content creators go. She's the number one.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh Lord. But so I'll ask you this because a lot of people don't understand what happened, and you guys are kind of you guys have powerful friends. So I'll ask you this. What's up with this trademark the trademark being denied? Now, this is just applying to clothing from what I understand. Is that right?
Right. Yeah.
So it's not really a big deal. It's not really a hurdle with the name change and everything. That Phillips guy, he's whoring every name and trying to pimp him out. But
sure.
I didn't think.
I think the crazy thing is now it's got all this talk about, and there's people celebrating the trademark being rejected. Stating that that it's somehow going to affect the name change of the team. That's not what it is. I mean, what it is the team wanting to trademark it because that's our temporary name. I mean, but I really don't see it as a big issue because we're not going to be Washington football team, past 2022. So, it's not even. I mean, it's just I know there's a lot of really just the type of people that are just like so uninformed, like the type of fans that you run into. And you talk to about the team, and you start talking about players, and they look at you funny, like they don't know who you're talking about, like those kind of people. It's like those kind of people. It's the kind of people that populate all of the Washington football, Redskins Facebook groups.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. Those are fun.
They're the worst.
But we do. Do you want to share this bit of breaking news that that you may know about, and you and I both know about this? The name Redskins ain't coming back, y'all. So that's breaking news. That's breaking.
Yeah,
that's breaking.
And everybody, and the funny part is everybody who's so hurt, talking about Dan caved to this, Dan caved to that, and all this. I mean, I think it's important for people to be reminded from time to time that the Washington football team is a business, and they are in business to make money. Okay, so if sponsors are going to make it so that you cannot make money, you can no longer have a business. I know to us it's our team, and here's the other thing too. If the business cannot make money, then the business goes out of business, which means we don't have a team. So you want a team? Suck it up. We changing the name. Move on.
Buck up, Bucko.
Or pick another team. That's the other thing too. Everyone talking about how it's like, oh, the name, and I'm never going to support the team. Well, go somewhere then.
So y'all know the comments of my guests do not reflect the opinion of I'm kidding. I'm joking. Anyway, Derrius Guice, charges dropped. Will we see him in the NFL again?
In the NFL, I give that a very I give that like a 10% chance. Just because, I mean, you know, because, I mean, you've seen time and time again that if a player has talent, then the league really doesn't care how shit of a person they are.
That's right.
So, I mean, that's just what it is. And to be honest with you, someone probably would have took back Ray Rice if it hadn't been the video like that. You know what I mean? So, and I actually, I mean, yeah, I can't comment on that type of stuff any further than just saying, I mean, I do think that the league, guys goes to the cat. Yes,
God.
there she is. There she is. Ah, yo, we got to put out a new episode.
Yeah, y'all do. Y'all definitely do. Because this is gonna be popcorn gold. I'm just gonna be sitting there in the office like they're gonna be like, Corey, what's wrong with you? I'm like, oh, you know, I'm listening to old friends.
I remember Maddie Jane and I jumping up and down, high fiving, hugging when we saw Guice score his first touchdown, and we thought, yo, this gonna be the dude. And
hold on, wait a minute. Was that the game against the Jets?
We was at that game, yes, sir.
Oh God, y'all, Freddie, we was down by 24 points at that point.
We wanted something to cheer for, man. Come on.
God. We was down, but we lost the game like 34-17.
Hey, McLaurin made a really, really good catch.
He did. And strip
and
club
Haskins threw like probably the best pass of his career, and then it was called back.
Yep. Toothpick says he never started and finished the game. Sounds like a lot of people I know. A lot of people I went to school with. Juice got a crush. Oh, y'all need to stop. Yeah, Haskins drew the pass. Life comes at you fast. We thought we did. old strip club Simba, dollar Wayne, glitter, not gold. Everything glitters with Wayne. Most important camp battles. Give me 2.
Give you 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Adam Humphries. Okay. De'Ami Brown.
Really?
And Sims, if he's there. I think that slot position is going to be really, really important. But I'm also kind of like, I'm kind of thinking that they're going to take Curtis Samuel and they're going to move him all around, that they're going to move him in the slot, that they're going to put him in the backfield. I mean, I'm kind of looking for, we're going to have a 2-back set where Samuel's in the backfield with Gibson. We're going to see all kinds of stuff. We're going to see tight ends split out wide, you know, but I think slot receiver is really, really interesting. So that's something that I want to keep an eye on. And then the other battle, I mean, we were talking about earlier with the offensive line. I don't think that Eric Flowers is necessarily a lock at left guard. Like, I get it, but I mean, I would not be shocked if it was Schweitzer. I just really wouldn't be. So, I mean, I think that is something to keep an eye on. I mean, the offensive line in general is something to keep an eye on, but as far as true battle, I think that's really what's going to be the big battle, because I do think that Leno and Cosme are sort of set at those positions like we talked about earlier. And then I'll tell you what, I know you only wanted 2, but I think it's going to be interesting to see how we set the defense as far as our linebackers, because I mean, what percentage were we in base defense last year?
Not a lot.
Versus when we were in nickel. So I mean, I think you see Cole Holcomb and Jamin Davis, and I really think that you're going to see a lot of Landon Collins, where he's not linebacker, right? But he's going to be playing close to the line. He's going to be playing like a linebacker, I think, a lot of next year. So that'll be interesting too. But I don't think it's really going to be a battle at strong safety as far as if it's going to be Collins or Curl, because I have heard that been put around, and it's not going to be one or the other, because it wouldn't make any damn sense. Because you have one of the best young safeties in the league, he's going to be on the field. And I mean, I think it would be stupid not to have Collins on the field if he's healthy.
Okay, I like that. I like that one a lot. Let's see here. What's my other question? I'll even put this out. I said my biggest camp battle is not even a camp battle between players. It's between a person. It is the mental capacity and mental faculty of number 3. Because I think coming into this year, if he can exercise his demons and get right, Freddie, let's be honest with you. This team may be in a lot of close games. He left a lot of points in the first half of the season on the field, right or wrong. Am I lying? These could come back to devastate us this year.
Why are you putting that evil on us, Corey?
I'm not.
Why are you trying to put that evil on me?
See, look, damn it. I'm telling you, see, this is why people don't like me sometimes, because I'm sitting here and I'm talking facts. Y'all know this to be true. Y'all know this to be true. Don't get me started. Like, how can you argue with that, Freddie? The man pretty much won you the game against Pittsburgh, right? Freddie, the man was responsible for 9 points. We won by 6. Okay. That's one. Okay. Bruh, man.
And I'm still one of the people who was saying, hey, thank you very much. We appreciate it. And move on.
Yeah.
But no, I mean.
Oh, the cursor.
Yo, no, that's because Maddie wasn't at that dinner.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't privy to the adult conversation.
I use everybody on here knows I spring, especially when we do the live streams this year. I may say some things that you go back and look on Instagram. There's the Detroit game. Go back and find that one where I throw my iPad. That's entertaining.
I put $100. Anyone who can get Maddie Jane on video cursing, and it can be. And it doesn't even have to be like, it can just be a 3-letter word. If you can get Maddie Jane on video cursing, I'll give you $100.
Maddie kind of reminds me of Elliot from Scrubs, and she's like, she say double frick, triple frick.
Would that make me Turkleton?
Turkleton. The Turkletons. Would that make me Turk? It's my name is Chris Turk. You thought my name was Turkleton? And the Turkletons. Anyway. Don't speak it, Corey. Don't put it into I already did toothpick. I did it on Travis's show the other day, brother. Will St. Jude start opposite Will Jackson? I think that's a possibility. It's a possibility. It could happen. You're right. Because Cam Curl he was going to be a day 1 starter.
No, Fuller is going to start opposite.
Inside. I think he'll start inside. Do you see what
I just don't. I mean, I really think it depends on the defensive formation, honestly.
Okay.
I like him better in the slot. That's a lot of money you got in the slot.
Wait, that's fine then. I mean, that's the way the offense of the NFL are built now, right? Three wide receiver sets. Huh? Am I wrong?
Huh? What? Hey, you know what, Corey? Some people say cucumber tastes better pickled.
Either way, it don't matter. Huh? It still was a cucumber to begin with.
What?
Huh? Exactly. That's what I thought. Huh?
What?
Make sure you guys hit that. Yes, make sure you hit the like button.
Turn my headphones up.
Don't you stop.
Turn my headphones up.
We've got a really tough schedule. We've got to play well, or things could get ugly. Facts. Dustin was a difference at least in 3 games. Exactly, Armand. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You're talking about a difference between, and that's good and bad. He was a difference in those games. You think about the one game that comes to mind that could have went the other way in our favor positively would have been Pittsburgh, right? If he had made some of those field goals, we might not have won that game. Or you look on the opposite side against the Giants. Maybe if he had made the extra point and everything, he would have done that. But I think Freddie has to go. I will hang on here for a little bit longer, take some questions. But Freddie, closing statements to talk about anything. I'll give you a minute to talk about anything that is tickling your fancy or is grinding your gears in the National Football League.
Okay, so and I'm not gonna speak. I'm not gonna speak for a long time on this. I just got to speak on it just for a little bit.
Go ahead.
Just because whenever something. I'm trying to find the right word so that I put this out there and I put it out there in the way that I want to. So I want to talk about Carl Nassib, okay? Coming out, being the first quote openly gay player in the National Football League, and I saw a lot of people trying to compare it to Michael Sam, and that whole thing, and I think it's wrong to kind of compare the two. But I mean, everyone's been weighing in on it. Everyone's got their opinions about it, and saying like, why was he doing that? Why was it important? He's doing it for attention, all this and that. I applaud him for doing that. I think it's good, that he did speak up, especially in the time that he did. I think it's really important for someone in his position, to say something, and honestly, I mean, for people who want to say that, that's going to be a problem or that's somehow going to affect things in the locker room, I mean, I think we should be at least, so far past, the point where that's where you're even, considering that. And also consider this. I mean, because people talk about, well, how is this going to work when you have someone who's gay in the locker room? Well, I mean, he's been gay in the locker room for as long as he's been in the league. Think of all the players who have come through the league. There's been lots of gay players in the league, and lots of people knew. It was just one of those things that, just like anything else, we didn't talk about it. It wasn't talked about, and I think it's good that, that we're breaking the stigma away. I think it's good that, and this is something people, a lot of people use this phrase, living the truth. I think he even used it, when he released his statement. So I just wanted to say that I applaud him for what he's doing, and I think he's doing it for the right reasons. And for those out there who say that, he's doing it for attention or this and that, I mean, trust me and believe me that, there are better ways to get attention, and there's lots of better attention that you can get. Because for all the people like me who are saying good things, who are saying that this is a positive, there are those, who's, I'm not going to comment on what their opinions and how I feel about their opinions, but there are going to be those in opposition, and his jersey's been selling a lot. Of course, it's going to sell a lot, because people are going to support what he stands for. But I think it's really, really important that, the league in so many ways for a long time has not kept up with society in so many different aspects, and still struggles to do that even to this day. I mean, when we talk about inclusion, when we talk about minority hires, when we talk about how, the league and minority owners and so forth, which is also, it's not all, but it's one of the reasons why I think it's cool that, Jay-Z might have a part of this team. I think that's important as well. We have such a diverse staff just here at the Washington football team. I mean, and even, a guy like Joey Colby Begovic, who is fantastic, who's doing great things for the team. And it's important to teach those who watch the game, those who play the game, that the game is for everybody. And I think that's the best part about this, is that it really does show that the game is for everybody. And no matter what your background is, no matter, no matter what you believe, no matter who you are, that you can be part of this. And that's what's most important. So again, that's all I wanted to say. I applaud him for doing what he did, for standing up for what he believes in, for living his truth, and I think the league would be better. I think the world would be better in general if more people did that. And before for those of you out there, who want to judge him or, whatever else you might think. It's never a bad idea to stop for just a moment and try to put yourself in somebody else's shoes and say to yourself, what type of experience would you have if you were living this person's life? And then think about all the people that are sharing a similar experience, and then get back to about it. So that's all I wanted to say about that. And I've been, I've been back and forth over whether or not to say anything about it, but I felt it was important to bring that up.
Well, man, you have a platform here. You got your platform, and you and I had talked earlier in the week, and I said I want to give you that platform to speak it. I will encourage a lot of people. Our old guys will probably know this, like Roger and stuff. I encourage any Washington football fan, former Redskins fan, to go look up the story of Derrius Smith. Probably the at least the second to third best tight end.
Should be in the Hall of Fame,
right? And
if he makes that catch in the Super Bowl.
But go look up Derrius Smith's story. I'm not going to spoil it for anything, for anybody, but you go out there and look that up. And you'd be astonished about that. And then also, my sister, I have two sisters that are lesbians, and they live their truth, and I support them, and I'll continue to support them. And it is what it is, and it's about us. We all got to get along. We can, in the words of Rodney King, can't we all just get along? But Freddie, I appreciate you, brother, coming on here, man, and such short notice. So thank you. And y'all go listen to him, Maddie. Catch up. You got plenty of time to catch up on there. And then the series finale will be if y'all put that as a title. Oh my God, I will.
That's what we got to do.
Oh my God.
So no, Maddie, Jane, and I taking a much needed sabbatical. We're gonna come back together. We're gonna the HTWeAre is alive and well. Things are really gonna start ramping up next month, and then when training camp comes around, we're back on full time. But we're gonna be putting out some stuff, in the next coming months. So keep an eye out for that. Maddie, Jane, my co-host. I mean, the best voice in Washington podcast.
Yeah, and I will say this, because I think Freddie froze up, or maybe I froze up. I don't know who froze up, y'all. Let me know. But I think that might have been Freddie that froze up there. But we've got two. We're fortunate enough to have two female voices representing this team. And Maddie and Shelly over there. Yeah. So
Shelly from DC Tweet Team.
Yeah. So shout out to her. They make it. I mean, they are they're amazing individuals. So y'all keep on doing it here. Yeah. Right on, Corey. I enjoyed it. Hey, appreciate you, World. Wait a minute. Huh? Is it Worley Smith? That's not who I think it is. I don't think that is that Uncle Mo. That might be Uncle Mo. This might be my Uncle Mo. We call him Uncle Scooter now because he got knocked out and sits in there. Right. We call him Uncle Scooter now. But anyway, hey Freddie, I appreciate you coming on, brother. Thank you so much, man. Take care of yourself. Hey, so that's Freddie Hamm, y'all. HTWeAre Podcast. So what I'm gonna do here for like the next 40 minutes or so, if y'all want to come on, I'll take one at a time. I'll take folks in the chat, and y'all got any questions? That's right. That is Uncle Mo. That's Uncle Mo. I knew that was Uncle. I was like, who is Worley Smith? I was like, that's right. Okay, Uncle Mo up in the house. Y'all, funny story. It was up there in Cincinnati. If y'all don't follow me on Instagram, you need to get up and follow me on Instagram because I put funny stuff on there all the time. So Uncle Mo got knocked out by a scooter, and he can't make it up. Can't make it up. That's all I'm saying. Cannot make it up. That's what he says. And that's where I get that from. Cannot make it up. And also another phrase I use on here is Corey Sanchez anywhere? Is Corey Sanchez everywhere? We got that from Uncle Mo. So shout out to him. First black basketball player at my alma mater. So that's cool. But if y'all want to come on, talk for for a few minutes. I'll take one at a time. We'll talk some questions. I'll ask you these same questions I got on here, and maybe ask you what you think of my top 10. Couple of things that we do have coming up here. I will start doing position breakdowns and going into the season. So I'll do it like y'all may remember if you've been with me from the jump. I used to do Warpath review. So I'm going to do that once again, and we'll go through all the positions. I usually break them down: quarterbacks, running backs, tight ends, wide receivers, offensive line, and then we go D linemen. So we won't do edges and everything. So D line will be all in one. Linebackers, cornerbacks, safeties, and then we will go specialists all in one. Yo, basketball has been crazy, man. Can you drop Maddie's link and Shelly's links in the chat? I had to find them, Armand, because you can find them on Twitter. If you look up at HTWeAre, and if you look up DC Tweet Team on Twitter, they're all in there. So Suns and Bucks. I've come to find that I hate screenplays. But yeah, so we got that coming up. Don't forget, I will also start doing. I keep on saying this, but I'm gonna do memberships here pretty soon. So if you guys want to go, and that'll all go to help out the channel. And next week we will have a special guest on pre-recorded interview from somebody in the local media, and then next month we will have somebody, hopefully, from the national media on here. So those are a little, that's what you call a tease. It's just a little tease there. So it's going to be fun. And I appreciate all y'all Hawks and Suns for the finals. I do that. Chocolate City versus the wannabe Chocolate City versus the Desert City. I like this. How's Devin Booker doing? I thought they would have knocked their way, dropped 2 games first each round. They've been on. Yeah, the Hawks have been on it. Also, I appreciate everybody's feedback in the survey that I put out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start sprinkling in a little bit more DC sports, but this is always going to be, this is the bread and butter on the Warpath. Y'all who come for NFL content, it's going to be here. And what I may do even more is spread out to more NFL content more than anything. And then maybe podcast it up for DC sports. So that's what I'm looking to do. If y'all have any feedback, I'd love to hear it. And, I asked you all this because we started this with one person, and I say we, and because I say it's all of y'all in this together. And like I said, if y'all want to come up here, chit chat, talk for a little bit, I think I put the link in there. Did I put the link in? Did I drop that link or did I not? Oh, I did drop it. Okay. There's the link right there. So if you can find it, somebody can pin and copy it too. Because I haven't done this in a while. I haven't really sat down and talked with you all and got y'all's thoughts on some things. So I really want to do that instead of just answering questions. Let me see here. And don't forget to sign up for the survey too. Appreciate y'all liking the stream up. Enjoying my first final season. Really? What you talking about, Chris? Let's see here. Gotta find the doggone thing. Where is it? Let's pin this one. So that one's pinned now. So it's pinned now, so y'all can mess with it there. So that's the link there. But yeah, I'll probably stay on here for about 15 more minutes and then we'll call it a night. Got a couple of videos coming out. Don't forget also to check out the ISN network and some of the videos we have on there. And everybody's doing some videos. Don't forget to follow those fellas as well too. What's up, my DMV? The DMV3, y'all. Y'all got to go check out these OGs. I actually got to show the video. We were on there last week. And that was an experience. with Big Al Deacon and Tracy. Those guys, them OGs, man. They are OGs to the core. Big Scott Brooks fans, as I have learned. So they enjoyed Scott Brooks and everything like that. Appreciate you. Yeah, I don't watch basketball. I watch basketball from time to time. It's very important. Are they playing yet? Are they on? Are they on? Let me see. Hold on. Are they on yet? I might have to go down. I have to go in the big comfy couch and big comfy chair down there in the den, y'all. Let's see here. ESPN. Let me see what ESPN is doing. Let's see CBS Sports. There we go. We'll do CBS Sports. CBS Sports. So NBA scores. Boom. Oh God. Oh, they just started. Okay. It's 2-2. Okay. They just started, so that's good. Let's see here. On your argument with Freddie, you kept saying that Sweat benefited from Chase, but would not Chase also benefit from Sweat? I also don't believe that Chase is better than Sweat as of now. Huh? I mean, that's a good point. I think that's actually a good point there, Jose. But I think, like I said, nobody was commanding a double team from or triple team, as a matter of fact, last year. And it could be the fact that Jack Del Rio's scheme is better than and they may have the personnel that's better that was more suited for a 4-3 than a 3-4 back when we had Dustin Minuski. So I mean, that's a good point there. I'm going to say I think that Chase is the galvanizing factor because that defensive line was pretty much the same as it was last year. You just plugged in Chase Young. There you go. But that is a good point. I like that. I that is a good point. But I would tend to believe I think Chase is. Panda, the USFL is coming back, so football season will be a little longer this year. Ooh, God, the USFL. Ooh, God. Can we just go back to what was the XFL? Let's go back to that second version of XFL. That was a good one. Let's see here. So it's my first time watching the finals season. I took you in Vietnam. So okay, cool. All right. Okay, go ahead, Chris. Oh man, but y'all, I may cut it a little bit short here tonight, but I appreciate y'all coming on. Don't forget to sign up for the giveaway. There was pinned comment. If not, I'll pin it in the description. But go ahead, check that out. I appreciate y'all coming on here. I love you guys. Thank you so much. We're on our way. Hey, we're almost at 2,100 now. That's cool, y'all. What's up, Big Simple? How you doing, brother? We lit. That's right, bro. We sure are lit. But I appreciate y'all. I love you guys. I'm saying Charles 405. Corey, I'm always slapping tables according to Travis Thomas. We keep the same damn energy here as well. Always keep that same energy, and we'll outlast the bastards each and every day. Love, peace, and hell, y'all. And thank you, Big Simple, for sharing out the live. But love, peace, and hell. I'll be talking to y'all next time. Guess what? I'm out.